Okay, so the question here is, I have an event and I want to add people to an automation, but I don't want to add them or allow them to be added after a certain point, no matter what. Okay, so this is good for an event. And this would be for a processing automation where what you're doing is you're adding bonus access, adding them to a date-based follow-up, waiting until after the event to add them to a automation requesting feedback, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so how you do this though is you have your event date, and you want to add people up until then, but not after. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a trigger, and it's going to be tag based. And the reason why we're going to use tags is so that no matter how many times this tag is added to them, it can, as long as they already have it, it won't trigger anything. And we're going to run this multiple times because we're definitely going to need it for testing, but you may want to use that in the future, just changing the tag and doing that. So you want to make sure that nothing prevents you from adding them to the automation. Now your segmenting your conditions is going to be date and time. And it's going to use your time zone, because what that does is that keeps things in sync. And no matter who it's going out to, there's always one single point of reference. Okay, so we're going to use current month. And for this, it's going to be on or before. It's going to be August, and this is going to be the month before the month where you're closing down. Okay, and now we're going to create a new segment group. We're going to use the OR condition, and date and time, we're going to use the current year again, and current month is September this time, and current day, and it's going to be day of the month, is the 10th. So if your event is on the 10th and you don't want anybody to sign up after the 10th, then this is how you would do it. And the reason why this works is because you have two conditions that they can possibly meet. Either it's August and is on or before August, so that covers the entire year up until August. And even if you let this go, the next year it's not going to fire because we have the condition is 2019 and is 2019. So either it's on or before August, or is on or before September, is on or before the 10th. And what that'll do is, if they don't meet this, so if it's September, then they'll meet this. But if it's before September, then they'll meet this. So, and after September, they won't meet either of these requirements, and they won't be added. So we'll click Add Start, and now we're going to test this out. What we want to do is we want to do stuff. So add a note. And we're going to put a wait condition here, because I want to see how many times I'm added to this. And whenever I put a wait condition, it's always 99 years. This just came up recently. Somebody said add 100 days. Well, 100 days is just a couple months. It's just a little over 3 months, and that's not going to be too long. You can easily exceed that. So putting 99 years, it's not likely you're going to be exceeding that. And if it's still running at that time, it's probably not going to be your problem. So Next thing we want to do is we're going to put an end on there. All right, so let's get this tag on a clipboard and go to contact, and we're going to test this. Let's make sure that this is active. Yes. And you can see I've already been testing it, but go ahead and hit refresh. Okay, so this is working at this point, and this is after, today's the 21st, so it's after the 10th, so that's not an issue. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to change this up because I want to make sure that I don't qualify, and I'm going to say that this is August 10th and it's expired. Okay, so let's go over here and just be sure everything is in order. We're going to refresh, even refresh this. And we're going to remove the tag so it can be reapplied. And okay, and I did not qualify because today is after the 10th, so I was not added. And what we'll do is we'll change this to the 21st, which is today. And go over here, we'll remove this tag. And add it again. A few seconds ago, so I was just added, and now there are 2 instances because the first one qualified, second one did not, third one did. And we'll do this again just to be sure. We'll put this at the 20th. And we'll go down here and remove this tag and add it back. And refresh. A minute ago was not added this time. Should still only be 2 instances. And so that works. That prevents them from being added after this point. If they don't qualify for either condition, then it will reject them. It won't allow them to be added.